Welcome to Uncommon Sense with Uncommon Sense Conversations right here on sensuags.com and also KBCNTV.com. I am Jay Howard along with Michael B. Wright Sr., Big Brother Mo Better, and welcome to the Election Day 2024 live coverage right here on Uncommon Sense Conversations. Big Brother Mo Better, how you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing big better. When I see you, Big Brother Rock, or should I say Big Brother Walter Contact, you know?
Oh, boy, you crazy.
Boy, we're in the situation room, ain't you that boy?
Oh, man, we in the situation room today, man. Election Day 2024.
Yeah,
man. What a 2024 this has been, brother.
Oh, man, the party about to get started for sure.
For sure, brother. The party's about to get started.
Get your fireworks, get your, you know what I'm saying, your margaritas.
Plenty of margaritas, you know what I'm saying?
Margaritas.
Margaritas, bourbon, all that.
Whatever you need, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's about to get real, man, here in about a couple more hours.
Couple more hours. Well, the polls have closed officially now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the fun begins.
The fun begins. Here comes the tally, right?
Oh, here comes the judge, 1 or 2. Yeah, man. So it's gonna be wild, man. I'm excited to see what's going to happen, and all I can say, brother, is it's in the hands of the good Lord, man.
Amen. Amen.
Yes.
Amen. Well, to start the show off, we're gonna have the Black experience, okay?
Always.
And with the Black experience, we're going to talk about a lady by the name of Bessie Coleman.
Oh, yes,
she
sir.
was actually the first Black female pilot.
Yes, you are.
Right here in the U.S. of A.
Yeah.
In 1922, aviator Bessie Coleman became the first African-American woman to earn a pilot's license. Bessie Coleman was born on January 26, 1892, in Atlanta, Texas. She was one of 13 children born to sharecroppers. Bessie was inspired to fly after her brother John, a World War I vet, described how women were flying airplanes in France. She was both challenged and intrigued by the war stories, but flying schools in the United States would not train blacks, more or less a black female. Therefore, she moved to France, earning her license from a well-known school of aviation. When she returned back to America, Coleman specialized in stunt flying and parachuting, earning a living barnstorming and performing aerial tricks. Queen Bess was a highly popular draw for both blacks and whites at well-attended air shows and exhibitions. Cheering crowds would come from far and near to watch her perform riveting demonstrations of aerobatics. Although Coleman would tragically perish while rehearsing for one of her aerial shows, she is applauded for breaking racial barriers and is still considered a pioneer for black women in the field of aviation.
Queen Bess right there.
Queen Bess, man.
Yes, sir.
First,
they wouldn't teach her here, so she had to go somewhere else to get the train.
Boy, that's how bad she wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, brother.
She wanted that piece of paper player.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, she got it, man. Ain't nothing like it.
Got it. She
Ain't
got it.
Nothing like it.
Ain't nothing like it.
Yes, sir.
Now, next on the Black experience, we have another female called Sarah Rector. Sarah Rector is the richest, or was the richest black girl in America.
Watch out then.
Ain't that something?
So she beat old CJ, huh?
Yeah, she beat CJ, Don.
Oh, wow.
She beat CJ. Yeah. Here we go. All righty now. Right here on the Black experience.
Yes, sir.
Sarah Rector received international attention at the age of 11 when the newspaper nicknamed her the Millionaire Negro Girl. Sarah Rector was born on March 3, 1902, in a two-room cabin near Twine, Oklahoma. Both of her parents, Joseph and Rose Rector, had Creek Indian ancestry, which entitled her and family to 160 acres of land as part of the Dawes Allotment Act, which paid reparations to anyone of Indian descent when Oklahoma became a state. But Sarah's was considered poor agricultural land and virtually useless. Desperate to pay an outstanding tax bill, Sarah's father leased her land to an oil company in 1911. In 1913, a gusher well was produced on her land, bringing in 2,500 barrels of oil a day. At just 11 years old, Sarah was raking in what would be $10,000 per day in today's dollar value. News of Sarah's wealth spread throughout the world, and she received numerous requests for loans, money gifts, and even marriage proposals. When Sarah turned 18 in 1920, she was a millionaire and owned stocks and bonds, a boarding house, a bakery, a cafe, and 2,000 acres of land.
Wow.
That's a story for you right there, man.
Story.
Man.
At the age of 11, this happened to her.
That part right there, boy. Won't he do it?
Yes, he will. Yes, he will, Doc.
Won't he do it, man?
Yes, he will, brother.
Yeah, man. So there's hope for us.
It is hope. For us.
Somewhere.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. But
And seeing that we are, I guess, on the eve of having the first black female president,
the prayer. That's the prayer.
we wanted to honor the black females and the black experience tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And maybe you can ask Paula White to send the angels from Africa.
Angels from Africa.
Help us out. You know what I'm saying?
No, they're going to be for Trump. She's sending it for Trump. Come on.
Yeah, I'm taking that. They ain't coming for that. I can get from there. Hell no, shout it. You on your own, shout it.
You're on your own with that one. Nope.
Yeah, you on your own, shout it.
Shout it.
Yeah, boy. So we'll see.
All right, we'll see.
Yes, sir.
And then we want to keep you in the know and want you to keep it on your radar, even though it's the election and people are looking at the presidential election, who's going to be the president. But we want to keep you in the news. We want to keep you in the know, especially with this one. The ex-officer guilty of violating Breonna Taylor's civil rights, bro.
Bingo.
Finally,
you know.
Finally.
After what, 16 years?
Yeah, it seems like it, brother.
Like it, yeah. Well, finally, man. So, but it's still a shame that they didn't get them on murder, man. But
no.
But we'll leave that there.
Yeah.
But finally justice being served to some degree, and hopefully it'll bring the family, closure. But still, bro, what they did to Breonna Taylor, man, and how that thing unfolded.
Right.
The bottom line, man, they fabricated a warrant to go in there. That sounds like breaking the law to me.
Fabricated a warrant. Fabricated. Lie.
Yeah. Now go figure that one. You fabricated a warrant to get in there, and then the chaos happened. And so, but nobody's put on the hook for fabricating a warrant. They kind of like brushed it up on the rug. Yeah. And then the other situation where the judge threw out the things, the murder charge, right? Because they were saying that because Breonna Taylor's boyfriend fired first, he's the one that got the party started.
But what about the Second Amendment, right?
That part right there, I guess it don't matter.
Oh, bruh. I'm sorry. We wasn't at the table when they created the Second Amendment.
Yeah,
that wasn't for us.
That don't apply to you.
No, that don't apply to us.
Matter of fact, the Constitution don't either. You went at the table with the Constitution.
No, none of that applies to us.
They had to amend you in there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yeah. So it's a blessing that at least they got, again, at least one of them. But the most serious charges, man, like manslaughter and murder, it broke my heart when they threw that out, man. They was wrong for that, man. That judge
wrong for that.
They was wrong for that, bro.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Okay. Matter of fact, let me go to that beautiful beam footage, as I always say, right here on Common Sense.
To the late night verdict in the federal trial of a former police detective involved in a botched raid that ended in the death of Breonna Taylor in Louisville, Kentucky. ABC's Jay O'Brien is covering this for us. And Jay, the jury had been deadlocked, but they managed to work through that.
That's right, Janae. Good morning. That jury deliberating into the night over the course of 3 days, reaching that partial guilty verdict, and Breonna Taylor's family emotional as that verdict was read in court.
Overnight, the family and friends of Breonna Taylor speaking out after an ex-Louisville, Kentucky police officer was found guilty of violating Taylor's civil rights during a police raid of her apartment in 2020.
Until you know what it feels like to watch your child be killed for 1,694 days and nobody hold anybody accountable, I don't think anybody could understand what that feels like unless you knee deep in it.
The jury finding former Louisville police officer Brett Hankinson guilty of using excessive force during the raid on Taylor's home, firing 10 shots through Taylor's apartment. But that same federal jury acquitting Hankinson earlier in the evening of violating the civil rights of 3 of Taylor's neighbors who were in nearby apartments during the 2020 raid. This case a retrial after the judge declared a mistrial last year, and it comes after a 2022 state trial where Hankinson was acquitted of multiple charges of wanton endangerment.
I don't know what happened. Somebody kicked in the door and shot my girlfriend.
Taylor was killed in a March 2020 police raid on her apartment. The night of that fatal shooting, officers were searching for Taylor's ex-boyfriend, who was suspected of dealing drugs. Authorities executing a no-knock warrant, breaking down the door of Taylor's apartment, where her current boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, was also present. Believing intruders were breaking in, Walker fired a single shot, hitting an officer in the leg. Officers then returning fire. After the gunfire erupted, Hankinson ran to the side of Taylor's apartment and blindly fired 10 rounds through Taylor's sliding door and window, which were covered with blinds and curtains. Several of the rounds entered the neighboring apartment where 3 people were home. None of the 10 rounds hit anyone. Hankinson now faces a maximum sentence of life in prison. Taylor's family now hoping to keep Breonna's memory alive.
I just want people to continue to say Breonna Taylor's name and that she deserved justice.
Meantime, 2 other ex-Louisville police officers also face new federal charges of allegedly falsifying the warrant that led police to Breonna Taylor's doorstep. They have pleaded not guilty. Whit.
All right, Jay O'Brien for us. Thank you.
Okay, now if you falsified the warrant, how can you plead not guilty?
I guess they came up with a way. I guess they wasn't in the room. I don't know, man.
Right.
Yeah, man. But that's the part of that, Doc. But all this guy started with a falsified warrant, and I don't see how then. I don't see how they threw out the manslaughter and the murder charge.
No.
When they went in there illegally. That's what they did, man. They went in there illegally.
Right.
But as you're saying, man, that qualified immunity, bro. That sucker there is a beast.
That complexion protection, my brother.
That's all I got.
That's all.
I'm so sorry. I wish there was more I could say, but that's all I got.
Now, another headline in the news, though.
Okay.
Matter of fact, we didn't see Al Sharpton or Bing Crumpton in with that, did we?
And this surprises you?
No.
Okay. We need Johnny back, man.
I know, bro. We need Johnny, bro.
Go get him, man. Go get him. Go talk to the Lord. It's okay. Bring him back.
The Lord said Johnny can't come back. He can't come back.
Johnny's like, I ain't come back down there for
this.
I'm good.
Y'all got Trump?
I know, right? Johnny like, nah, I'm good.
No.
I did my time, player. Yeah.
FBI asked to investigate death of black man whose body was found hanging in abandoned Alabama home.
Alabama.
And of course, I got that beautiful beam footage.
Colbert County.
The FBI is investigating the death of Denoris Richardson, a 39-year-old black man that was found hanging in an abandoned Alabama house after his wife and community members raised concerns about local law enforcement's conduct. The Colbert County Sheriff's Office ruled his death a suicide, but Richardson's wife disputes this, linking it to a lawsuit that he filed in February accusing the police of assault and misconduct. The case has intensified fears and distrust in a county with a history of racial violence, with community members and civil rights activists calling for transparency and justice, the Associated Press has reported.
Now here it is. He files a complaint against the sheriff's office, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was found hung. And they quickly ruled it a suicide.
Yes, they did, sir. Yes, they did.
Now they say, whoa, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
This does not look right here.
Mm-mm.
And you ask, is this still going on in 2024? Yes.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Yes.
That part. That part. And sadly, he has not been the only one. There's been other cases like this, and they've ruled it a homicide.
Right.
But the other question you got to ask yourself again, bro, is how can somebody, especially black folk, 'cause we ain't too kind to nooses in the first place.
Right.
how this brother gonna hang himself, man?
How?
You know, the other brother that was hung, I think in South Carolina, they said the same freaking thing, that he bought a rope at Walmart, and like, come on, player.
Come on now.
So the whole dynamics, man, are there. And again, when you look at if you just pull up Colbert County's sheriff department, and look at the sheriff and his deputy and his chief deputy sheriff, you just look at the pictures.
Right.
Just almost say just
Right.
do your homework. Look at the pictures. You be like, okay,
Okay.
something about that ain't
Something
quite
ain't right.
Yeah, some.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you, man, I don't know any. You got, as a black man, you got to be really, 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 really there
Really.
that to use a noose
Right.
as your mode of
noose.
operation. Yeah,
Right. Right.
Yeah.
You would probably use a firearm than a noose.
We're gonna use that right there.
Yeah. You're not going to use a noose.
Not a noose. No, we're not.
No.
That's not our MO.
So we want you to keep your eye on that one.
Please do, man, and I hope they get justice for Brother Richardson, man, because that and he had 3 beautiful daughters, man. No, play
right. Even his wife was like, "No, that's not right.
That ain't right, man." But again, where are your crumps and where are your churches? You know, on the issue, because your boy Jamal Bryant flew into South Georgia when Aubrey situation came up, but you ain't flew over there,
right? What's the problem?
I hush. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's the Malcolm X coming out. I apologize.
The Malcolm X. The Michael X.
Yeah, that's the X coming out. I apologize. Yeah, buddy.
All right. Well, we'll get to the matter of hand.
Oh, Lord. Go back up.
2024.
Black experience.
Go back.
Go way back. God dang.
But right, this race is so close, man.
It is.
From what we hear, that is close.
And it shouldn't be, but yeah, we're here.
And this is ridiculous. How is this race so close? Well, I know why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure you're all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The ideology of how this country was created in the first place.
No, that part right there. There you go.
Yeah, that part right there. That part.
Yeah.
But let's see how close this thing really is. All right?
Yeah, what do you say, player?
Today, Vice President Harris is preparing to visit 3 battleground states, while former President Trump is set to survey the devastation from Hurricane Helene in North Carolina. And the latest 538 forecast shows this race is virtually tied. So the host of the 538 Politics podcast, Galen Druke, joins us now for much more. Galen, always good to see you. We got a new Washington Post poll out this morning. It has Trump and Harris in a dead heat, has Harris ahead in Georgia, Trump ahead in Arizona. How does this all line up with your analysis of all the polls so far?
Yeah, that was a set of polls out this morning that hit home that there's variation within the different polls out there. So showing Harris up by 6 percentage points in Georgia while showing Trump up by 6 percentage points in Arizona. I should just say that what we should really be focusing on here are the averages, because if you start focusing on any one individual poll, you can sort of get sidetracked in one narrative or another, or sort of choose your own adventure that promotes your own biases. But when you look at the average overall, you see that nationally, Harris leads by 2 percentage points. And in the key battleground states, it could hardly be closer. The 2 candidates are tied in Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Nevada. And then in Georgia and Arizona, on average, Trump leads by about 2 percentage points. So extremely close.
Galen, I would love to have you explain. I think in the aftermath of the past 2 presidential elections, you might hear some citizens saying, oh, well, the polls got it wrong, or you can't really trust them. How much stock should we be putting in these polls in terms of what they actually tell us about the race?
Well, there's some good news and some bad news here, which is that the polls have never been perfect. And if you look over time, they are not getting that much less accurate. So the average error in a presidential race nationally is 4 percentage points. The bad news is when you have a race this close that's separated by 2 percentage points nationally, or frankly, tenths of a percentage point in the battleground states, polls that are on average off by about 4 percentage points simply aren't going to be able to tell you who will win the election. So we can sort of hold two things at the same time, which is that polling is our best tool for understanding the horse race. It's applying the scientific method to trying to understand what Americans think about the race. But at the same time, as has always been true, we should expect a degree of polling error. So at this point in the race, I don't think you can look to the polls reliably to say who is going to win. It just gets you relatively close to understanding the parameters within which the election will fall.
I think it's fair to say, Galen, that a lot of Americans are very passionate about which candidate they're supporting, and they're pretty locked in as to who they are going to support. But we have this dead heat. So who are the voters that are going to be key to who is going to win, and how is each candidate trying to reach those voters?
Yeah, so in these final 2 weeks, who are those undecided or swing voters? It's a good question. And if you look at our national polling average, you'll see that if you add up Harris and Trump's support together, you only get to about 94, 95%. So there's 5% roughly of Americans out there who have not committed to one candidate or the other. Some of those folks will end up voting third party, but some of those folks will also end up voting for Harris or Trump in the end. There's also another population of voters that pollsters ask about who may say that they're voting for Harris or Trump today, but may not be fully committed. And so what do we see about the characteristics of those voters when we look at the polls? Those voters tend to be younger, they tend to be slightly more male, and they tend to be more likely to be voters of color. And this is a little bit different of a picture of the swing voter or the undecided voter than we're used to hearing about. You know, we oftentimes hear pundits or even campaigns talking about suburban women, and that is maybe part of the equation. Suburban women who used to be Republican, who may be trending left. But really, when you look at the polls, overrepresented in that undecided or swing vote category are younger men of color.
38 Politics podcast host Galen Druk, thank you so much for your time. Always nice to talk to you, and there will be much more on this in the next 15 days.
Now, question.
Answer.
Who is the 538 polling in the first place?
Did you get a phone call?
No, I didn't get a phone call. I didn't get a phone call nor text.
But they didn't call my people. So,
No.
so I guess we're not on the polling list. I don't know, man. So yeah, I mean, with the polls, that's the most interesting to me. I don't know who they're polling, where
Right.
they get the numbers from. So yeah, that part there.
Right.
Because if you look at the polling numbers, 4 years ago, it was like really,
Really?
Hillary, Al Gore, you name it, like really.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
So, but we're here, and the sad thing about it, Jay, is this, like I said, what's disturbing to me is to have this stark difference between both candidates. You know,
Mhm.
regardless of your stance on politics and conservatism, liberals, you name it, but to have such a stark difference between these two candidates. You know,
Mhm.
the demeanor, the decor, you know, even the intelligent part.
Right. Right.
You
Right.
put that on stage, like, dude, come on now. It's like night and day, and to be here at this junction, with all the things going on this planet, especially again, you look bringing the global affairs. You got Israel that done lost their freaking mind.
Yeah.
Russia done lost theirs.
Yes.
China getting ready to do something with Taiwan.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, everybody's like, what is going on with y'all? So we're here. And then don't even bring in the power keg sitting in America with truckers and with the
No.
again, minimum wage fight.
Right.
You bring in all the semantics, man, that's going on right now. It's like, do you really want somebody like a Trump dealing with these issues? I don't think you do.
I don't think you do. I
Yeah.
don't think you do.
How many bankruptcies has he filed?
About 11.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Checking, just, bro, really? Okay.
And bro, right, you know, we had to do our own mapping and our own polling. Yeah.
Yes, you did, and you did a beautiful job,
Oh,
Walter.
thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful job, Walter. Beautiful.
So, with this map here,
Yes, sir.
Harris wins 276 to 262. Okay. With this map here. Yeah, you even got 45 winning Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, even Arizona. But with this map here, she wins, hands down. But this is the critical part of this. Even if you go to Oregon and Trump wins Oregon,
Right.
who wins?
That would be your boy Trump.
Trump. 270 to 268. Okay? But even if you go to Pennsylvania, right?
Right, where they're campaigning there.
He wins.
That boy. Yeah.
So you can see how close it is.
Is it dead
And
heat?
some of these states, they're not even talking about, like even Washington.
Right. That boy.
In the corner.
That boy.
They got 12 electoral votes.
Yes, sir.
So if she loses Washington, he wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
they're praying for the blue wall to be the stop in all be all, but
now Georgia hopes to turn Georgia blue. Okay. If that's the case, hands down.
If they can turn it.
If they can turn it. North Carolina, it looks like it's neck to neck.
Yep.
She can win it. She got it.
I wonder how Mark Robinson doing up there running for governor.
Yeah, we got to look that up.
Yeah, can see what Mark doing.
Wow.
That part.
Yeah. We got
that
to look at that, brother.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, or somebody let us know. Let us know how he's doing. Just look it up.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Maybe one of the staff members can look at the force real quick.
But you see how close it is and how even the blue, and I mean, it's got to work out sort of like this for her to win.
Bingo.
Or another combination for her to win, and also him to win as well.
That's it, they're not.
So it's just that close.
Yeah, and again, we should not be here.
We should not.
We should not be here, but we are. Yeah.
At 10 o'clock, you should be saying, okay, the new president-elect is.
That part right there, but I doubt they're going to call it. It's again, the issue that we have here, man, is so many ideologies and philosophies floating out there.
Right.
That you can't pick it. Which is sad and scary at the same time. Now again, they made the push for to get the quote unquote black males out. That conversation, I think, is again kind of skewed.
Right.
Because again, you got to look at who you're talking to, and also you got to look at the eligibility of these about young black men. Okay, that's another name that you have to address later down the line. But it's dealing with the ideologies of different ethnicities as it relates to who is quote unquote qualified to be in that chair.
Right.
And if they can get beyond that particular, hang up and push yourself into a whole new different experience. But I don't know what we have seen in present day.
Right.
They can't get beyond it, man. It just doesn't compute, bro.
Right. It doesn't compute at all.
At all.
And even with, you have Trump supporters saying that if she wins, that it's going to be 10 times January 6th.
What they say.
But I'm just want them to know this is a different black man that you are.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that. It will be interesting to see what happens. But even out your boy's own mouth, even out of 45 own mouth, he said if he doesn't win, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Right.
And see stuff like that. That's again, I don't even know why we're here. Your boy Mike Johnson, your boy Mitch McConnell, all of them should have called him out on that, But again, we're here, and they are in 5 days, man. Before we even got here, he's already talking about how he's going to challenge the results in Pennsylvania.
Right.
I'm like, dude, we ain't even got there yet. You already set the stage for a legislation or a legal battle. And so this is where we are. That it's not about, again, what is quote unquote the will of the people, because I don't know what the will is. But what the will of the people is about, what I want and how can I get what I want. And we are there, man. I mean, we are in that space. So I don't know what we're gonna do.
I mean, in 2020, of course, he called Georgia, the Secretary of State, and said, "Hey, I need 11,000 votes. Find them."
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why we're here.
Yeah,
I don't know why we're here.
the man got 34 felony convictions.
Why are we here? I mean, if somebody can explain that to me, man, I think I can sleep well tonight.
I know.
I don't know why we're here. Now, I know why Elon Musk want that man to win.
Of course.
I know why JFK wants him to win.
Of course.
So why these individuals want them to be in the spot. Now, what's funny to me though, Jay, which I have not quite ascertained as to the dynamics here. I'm not saying who's jockeying for if he wins by just please, Father God. If he wins. If you win, I don't see anybody or who is jockeying for cabinet positions, because his turnover in his cabinet was so bad when he was in office. Who would touch that with a 10-foot pole?
Okay, you got two already.
You gotta make a department for Musk.
Yeah, you got to make one for him because
that part.
Because finances is not his thing. I'm telling you.
But see, here's the thing, bro. How are you going to
birds with a feather flock together, though?
Exactly. But how are you going to bring in Musk and he got all those government contracts? You know where it's going.
You know where it's going, man.
That's what I'm saying. But this is the most confusing thing to me. And I don't see how folks who are low down the totem pole, where you're not even participating in that kind of experience, and you're looking at somebody who came over here illegally, worked in the country illegally, supposed to be in school, but he was not.
Right.
And again, so you harbor immigration, but this cat is an immigrant himself that came in here illegally. Right. Then all the stuff he's able to do is because he's been getting government contracts.
Right. Exactly.
So the billionaire situation is skewed because it's not like you built a quote unquote bruh. You couldn't have done that without government contracts.
No, you couldn't.
And your friend, gave you inroads to that. So here we are.
What he did, he bought a position.
That's all you do.
That's what he did. He bought a position in the cabinet.
Whatever. It gonna be more like a cupboard than a cabinet.
And then what Kennedy, he did the same thing, but he bought it with his votes.
Yeah, but
with his followers, with his says, hey, they'll come with me, so can I have a cabinet position? He tried that with Kamala.
Yeah, but see,
he's like, oh hell no, shout.
Well, because again, he's been trying to get his hands on the health part so bad. And I get him as it relates to, again, vaccines and again his conspiracy thinking I get it. But the last time, which you had with Trump before, you had folks in there who did not follow any kind of scientific nothing, no kind of rationale behind what they did. You had divorce over education, and you saw how she jacked that up.
Bruh, come on now.
Bruh, come on now. You had Carson over HUD. Now, come on, Jay.
That makes sense.
I know Ray Charles was like, what the hell are y'all doing?
Because I can see this.
Because I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that right from him. Yeah. So if you look at who he had where, the synergy did not make any sense at all. There was no rhyme or reason of anything. And then again, when your own chief of staff
Right.
comes out and says this man is unfit for the office.
Right.
Your
Right.
own chief of staff. I
Right.
don't see why we're here.
No, I don't see.
And your boy Jared and your girl Ivanka, I haven't seen them.
No.
I guess because they made 64 million while they was in there.
Why they were there, brother?
Come on
They
now.
don't need to be seen.
That come on now.
Come on now.
You can't make this stuff up.
Right.
So once again I say I don't know and I don't understand how we're here. It for me it doesn't make sense at all.
It doesn't make sense, man.
This
This
is
doesn't make
uncommon
sense
sense.
at all.
This is uncommon sense.
Really.
Yeah.
Uncommon sense. And then to try to make sense out of the uncommon sense,
You
it's
can't.
really uncommon sense.
In this case, you can't do it.
You can't do it.
Not this one here.
Then what happens to all of the court cases and the felonies and everything else if he's elected?
You know what he gonna do, player.
Gone.
That's why he got to get in there. He know what he doing. That's why he got to get in there. That's the only way that stuff goes away. That's the only way that stuff goes away.
That's the only way, Doc.
So this is where we're going. So Jack Smith is, again, he's on watch. You look at all the FCC, you look at all those dynamics, man. Everybody is if that cat gets back in there, because there's no rhyme or reason why he does what he does, and the selection of people that he will have on the docket are just going to be yes people. Just look at your boy Vance. Just look at anybody.
Right.
Your boy Donaldson from down in Florida, which I wish, bruh,
not him,
bruh.
Not him.
See that.
Every time I hear his voice, man, I'm like,
now show the disrespect, bro. Which I don't. This is why how bizarre this has gotten. You bring up this cat. You bring up Donaldson,
right?
After you played the song Dixieland. I wish I was in a land of cotton. And you walk your black behind up there after that song,
right? Come on now.
I mean, you actually walked on stage after they played I Wish I Was in Dixie in the Land of Cotton. And you thought that was a nice song for you to take the stage on. See that right there, boy?
That right there.
See, Jordan Peele was on to something, man. I'm telling you, that Get Out movie.
Yep.
That boy on to something, man.
He is on to something, brother.
he letting y'all on to something, man. Some heads got.
Well, the same thing with Donnie Swaggart when he said what he said. Then nobody moved who were of color.
That's what I'm saying. That boy that was sitting up there on that platform.
Yeah.
Oh, see. We need to have one of them hooks like they have on Apollo. Like and check his butt back up. Boy, you ain't gonna move? Oh, we gonna help you with that.
We gonna help you with that.
We gonna snatch you on back.
Man.
So that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, when you're looking at all this stuff, it doesn't add up anywhere. It doesn't make sense no matter how you try to pull it. And again, supposedly GOP spent $14 million toward getting a black vote. That's what they said. And that's what your boy Carson said. They had $14 million on the docket to quote unquote get the black vote.
Where did that 14 million go?
I don't know. I just saw a bus rolling
right
one time, and then black people like, why that bus here?
And even when they came to Atlanta,
like, really,
they send them to the barbershop.
That part.
Come on now.
And the brother, I guess he was innocent, man. He was like, I'm blindsided by this one. Yeah, that part. Yeah.
Come on, right? You even pulled it up.
I know.
You saw where he got paid, bruh.
Yeah, I know, but
he saw where he got paid, and then he didn't get paid enough for that.
I know that what he said, though.
Come on, bruh. And then he gonna say he didn't get paid, bruh. Here's the
check.
Here's the check.
Yeah, the check, and it was $5,000.
You got 14 million to spend on the black people, and you gonna give me $5,000?
And they give you $5,000?
No.
If you were gonna use my shop, that check would be enough for me to retire on. You hear me?
Retire.
You wouldn't find me no more.
I at least want $1 million.
Yeah, we close.
Oh,
We close. We close, bro. Uh,
I'm going to
instant
Guyana.
retire. Yeah, instant retirement, bro. Right there.
Right, right.
So it doesn't. Like I said, man, we should not be here.
No, not at all.
By any stretch of the imagination, we should not be here. But we are. So I don't know. I don't know. And maybe that's why, again, so many people are despondent with politics,
Right,
especially young generation. Because again, when you look into the dynamics, no matter which side you pull it on, Democrats or Republicans,
right,
it doesn't go well either side you pull. You
right.
know, so I get it. But that doesn't mean just extract yourself from the situation or the narrative, because again, you get what you get.
Right.
But this is where again your people who are already there, you Mitch McConnell's, they could have did something there.
Yeah.
Every senator in that was sitting in that chair on January 6th could have did something then,
Did something.
and you did nothing.
No.
And then for Mitch to come out and support that man after he has insulted your wife and everything, and and then even after this, your boy Trump at one of his rallies said we got to get, we're gonna hurry up and get Mitch out of there because basically I don't know why he's there, and
Right.
it must have been a painful day when he endorsed me. I'm like,
What?
This is how
Bro.
this man's mind is so twisted. But again, you got to take the jabs if you put yourself in the ring. So I don't know why Mitch didn't do nothing. I don't know why, again, none of those cats pulled that man on the carpet. He got something.
The reason why, bro. The reason why
Videotape.
is because
Videotape.
they want something. They want him in that office so they can get something.
There's always is, man.
Always.
There's a trade-off.
And they know if they get Kamala in there, it ain't gonna work. Because they're gonna always be butting heads. They're gonna always be fighting. Always. Because she ain't gonna let them do what Trump will let them do.
Preferably not. Because she gonna
preferably not.
that baby
It always has a way of changing you sometimes.
Yeah. Probably not.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how, again, this thing unfolds in the next, 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
But again, still, politics in America, man, the whole dynamic's got to change, period.
Right.
And it's not. And again, the sad thing about it is we get so caught up on the Fed side, which I understand to a degree. But bro, it's these local municipalities. Some of the things they're doing, bro.
Yeah, bro.
If you look at the stuff that they're passing, man, at Texas, Louisiana, I mean, just pull them up, and you'll be absolutely amazed at what these folks are getting through. Tennessee, all of them are doing things, man, that are archaic,
man.
But they have the power to do so.
And even in Georgia, with some of the people who are running for these offices, they're not qualified for those offices.
Not even close. The girl challenging Fonnie in Fulton County for DA, she ain't qualified to be up there.
No.
But unfortunately, she might get in there.
Look, Trump and them made a joke out of her.
Unfortunately, yes.
Because they went for the juggler and found out, so you having a relationship with your head person.
See that part right there. See?
Okay, you're gonna do this. Okay.
That part right there.
Okay, watch this.
That part right there.
Ain't been to trial yet.
Ain't been to trial yet.
Matter of fact, she been on trial. She was on trial before him.
That part right there, she was trying to fix it up.
And she don't brought charges on him.
And yeah, we're here. It didn't make no sense that we're here.
It make no sense, man.
No. So it's going to pan out to see what's going to happen, bro. Because again, the reason why he wants to get in there, because again, you can't pull in a sitting president on certain things, and so he will avoid the courtroom altogether again. So it's sickening to where we are, but we're here. Your boy Kavanaugh, when you research where that is, back down in 2012, he helped Trump get over some legalities there. So you know why Kavanaugh got in there.
Right.
I mean, so if you just trace this stuff, man, you know exactly where this stuff is coming from, who came from where, and why they're sitting where they are. And it's just, again, one palm greasing another. You know, you scratch mine, I scratch yours. You know, I don't know what they're scratching, but they're scratching something.
They're scratching something that we don't know about.
Yeah, they're scratching something, pal.
Yeah.
Maybe Diddy let us know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe Diddy slide a video and say, "Look at this." So I don't know, man. It's sad that we're here, but we are here. And the next 24 hours are going to tell us exactly where we at. That's all I'm saying.
This is crazy, man. This is totally crazy.
It is, but
really, it is.
Welcome to America.
You've never seen an election like this.
Yeah, you never will.
You got people in other countries.
You never will.
Other countries that are saying, "Look, I pray that Harris wins."
Yeah. Because she's the same one. I mean, that's just what it is. She's the same one.
Yeah.
But again, we're back at the same situation.
Yeah, you're right.
Kamala, no, let's pray to God that the sister gets in there. Kamala is not the American government. She's not the United States government.
No, she's not.
She's not. You know, and so the thing about it is foreign policy is already set before she gets there. Right. All these economic policies already set before she gets there. Mm-hmm. And so all these things folks are hopping on, this predates Kamala Harris.
Right.
And so whatever she does, she still got to work through, again, quote unquote, the channels of government to get whatever she thinks she can of any merit through there. Like she was saying that when her first administration, they're going to build 3 million homes. Where and how?
Yeah.
You know,
right.
Because the last time the government incentivized this house building, it didn't go too well for us.
No. Not at all.
Matter of fact, they paid contractors not to build in black areas. Read your books. That's facts.
That's facts right there, bro.
That's facts. So, I mean, when you're looking at those issues, anything that went through the bureaucracy of the United States government didn't fare too well for us. No. Because, again, and it has nothing to do with Kamala, has nothing to do with Obama, anybody. At the end of the day, that person in that seat is not the entire United States government.
Exactly.
You know? Now Trump trying to make it,
because you see, you can't blame her altogether for the border. You can't do that.
You can't do that.
Okay.
Because again,
you can't blame her altogether for the economics. You can't blame her for that.
Can't do that.
Because you do have a House and a Senate.
All day long.
All day long.
They somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah. So you can't blame that sister for that.
Right. You know? But it was Kamala Harris's policies. It was Kamala Harris. Whoa.
But see, again, whoever is advising Kamala, they're not a wordsmith. They don't know how to get them words like and twist that sucker right back on you. It wasn't Kamala policy because she was not the president.
Nope, not at all.
That sister was not in charge. I mean, everybody.
I was the vice president.
That's all the baby was.
That's all I was the vice president.
She was not the lead dog. So it was not her policies.
Right.
But they made it out to be that this was her charge, that, you know, and then even they started saying that she was the president. You know, Biden wasn't, he was the figurehead. She was running the show.
Right.
No, she wasn't.
No, she wasn't.
But
we
again,
didn't even know where she was for a minute.
For 3 years, they put that baby on lockdown. So again, when you're looking at the dynamics, who's ever advising these people, just like who's ever advising Stacey Abrams when she was running, I don't know who she had.
Oh, yeah.
She had Peter Pan and Dumbo. She had somebody in there that wasn't supposed to be in that room.
No.
Because how you let Kemp stay in a position of Secretary of State and don't nobody challenge that? Come on, player.
And still you you're running for governor and you over the whole state.
A state election? How y'all let that go by?
No.
You know, and then he's saying I can do both. I'm a man of integrity. Really? And then we find out that you purging voter registrations? Really? That part.
Oh, you're doing some disenfranchising.
Yeah, that's what that is. That part.
Mhm.
So, and again, man. So this is where, but this is how, and I have to come from HBCUs now. Your Clark Atlantas,
Right.
again, Spelman College, those who have quote unquote political sciences in their repertoire as far as your degrees.
Mhm.
This is the stuff you need to be paying them cats for, and this is the stuff that you got to start diving into. Not the rhetoric going around again, saying the sound bites, pontificating on a subject that we've already discussed.
Right.
Let's get an agenda. Let's get some kind of meat on the bone, man, and go for what we know. Put some rubber to the ground, and let's get some traction.
But see, that's the question we got to ask: are these things being taught in our HBCUs?
You think?
Yeah.
What are they known for?
Hmm.
What are they known for?
What are they known for?
What's Hampton known for?
See,
What's Grambling known for?
right.
What's FAMU known for?
It's pushing those policies. It's knowing those policies and pushing them.
Okay, but what right now, if you ask somebody what is FAMU known for, what would the first thing they're gonna say?
The band.
That part right there. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
When you're looking at it, if you ask anybody about what's Grambling known for, the first thing they're gonna say is the band.
The band.
Or the football program.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do again, and I'm not sliding the alumni. There are some wonderful alumni who's come out of all of them.
Right.
Grambling, Spelman, again, all of them. Hallelujah. But when you're looking at again your space that you occupy and what you are viewed as, then no, you're not even in the room. Most, not if not all, of your presidents have come out of Columbia. They've come out of Stanford. They've come out of that clique. That's
Right.
Yale. That clique there is where they come from.
That's right. That's right.
That's all I'm saying, player. When you look at where that pool is and where they draw from, it ain't Grambling, it ain't FAMU, it ain't Payne College, it ain't Stillman.
No.
It ain't Miles. I mean, and I'm not trying to be spiteful. I'm just being real.
Now this is what they'll say. They said, well, we're going with Trump because Trump gave the HBCUs over $100 million. But you have to check out the numbers there.
Preach, brother.
There are 104 HBCU schools.
Teach them, brother.
So that means each school got less than $1 million.
Teach them, brother.
So what did he do? What did he do for them? What is that going to do for them?
Absolutely not.
Nothing.
And then when you look at when they did the study and they even proved it, and this is when the president was back up there, when they proved that HBCUs have been underfunded for years, close to like $10 billion that they were due. Dude, where is that check?
Yes.
That part right there. You have purposely it's already been proven, already been shown in your own report that the HBCUs have been underfunded. But you want to hop on, like you said, $100 million when you like 15, $20 billion in the hole.
Come on now.
It's too easy.
It's too easy.
But that's a fight for your HBCU president. This is why you keep doing the same red robin.
But see, right, this is another thing though. This is another thing with that though.
Mm-hmm.
When it costs less to go to an Ivy League school versus to an HBCU.
That part. Because that's why I thank God for that student loan forgiveness.
Yes.
That's all. I was paying for my student loans in my 30s, and
it costs less to go to Harvard
than it
does to go to Stillman.
That part right there, brother. Tell me how that is.
How?
But it is. Tell me how that is.
Yeah.
But it is. That's uncommon sense right there.
Uncommon sense.
And again, I still have not gotten a check from the Negro College Fund. And last time I checked, I was a Negro. I was in college and I needed funding. So I'm like,
I got like 200, 300.
Are you serious?
I did get a little bit.
That's cold.
But it was a little
bit. You didn't tell me that, bro.
Hey, bruh.
See, you one of them.
Bruh, I didn't see it.
Jay, you one of them. See,
No, man.
you one of them. You ain't tell me that, boy.
Mm-mm.
What make you so special? You know what I'm saying? What make you so special?
Bruh, no. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that money. They just
I
put it
know
on
you.
the line and said, look here,
Yeah, now
this is
that's
going towards your bill.
yeah, that's still, but you ain't see nothing.
I ain't seen that.
Bruh.
Yeah.
But that's the heartbreaker, man. That again, when you're looking at the cost and the benefit, unfortunately, it's not there. But I know we're approaching our cutoff time, but the HBCUs, man, or any black organization, you're in the perfect spot. You're in a space, man, where now you can begin to maneuver and call some shots. But you got to know what you're asking for,
Right.
and you got to know how to go get it.
Mm-hmm.
And that stuff is a science, is an education to us. It's an intelligence to it. And singing the same old rhetoric and going through the same old kissing somebody behind and trying to be on the bandwagon, those days are over, man. I mean, you're beyond that now.
Right.
So I'm praying that this quote unquote, whatever we're going through right now, this election, will help us kind of get there a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
It seems like it's gonna be a long night tonight.
Oh, you might as well stay on up, bro.
You about to stay up, about to have your popcorn.
Yep. Tell the first lady to go ahead and fix your late night snack. You know what I'm saying?
Look here, the first lady tell me, look here, bro, it's in there. Go get it.
No, tell her you working and you need a late night snack. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What? Boy, stand 10 toes down. You need a late night snack.
Okay. You tell the doctor that. Okay. You tell the doctor that one.
Well, no, I'm gonna run out the checkers real quick.
No, just have me Instacart you. How about that?
No, I like to get my own. I'm from checkers real quick, picking up a late night snack. I'll be back. But
well, man, this is the map, man. This is the map that will make you or break you.
Right.
But right, what if both of them have 270? What if it's tied?
Bruh.
268, 268, whatever it is.
It can happen.
It can happen.
You know, so
it's just that close.
It can happen.
It's just that close.
That's what I'm saying, man. You're gonna need a late night snack.
Yeah, you are.
You are.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to checkers, but I need you. I need you.
Go get your checker burger,
bro, because I can't do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't reached that level yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like the green. You know what I'm saying?
Be quiet.
But you let me know what the snack gonna be. It might be a filet mignon, you know, stuffed baked potatoes.
So uncommon sense. This time next week.
I pray, bro.
We pray.
Yeah,
we have a. Well, we're gonna have a new president, but we're gonna have a country.
So we're gonna have a country to come back to. That's the point, boy. You gotta ask yourself, we're gonna have a country.
We gonna have a country.
Sheesh.
We gonna have a country. We just gonna have to. Hey! Once you hit a horn,
I know, right?
You go to cover.
Yeah, we be filming from Sputnik, you know, from the Space Center, boy. Like, yeah, boy.
Uncommon Sense every Tuesday at 7:00 p.m. on SenseUX.com and KBCNTV.com and all the social media networks. Yeah. This is Jay Howard along with Michael B. Wright Sr. Until next week, we'll talk at you.
Yes, sir.